Wow, this is probably the first sit-down video I've done in a while. What's up you guys, Hayden Huynh here, back with another video, and today I'll be reviewing Michael Jackson's Real Clothes. Now I found this ebook around 2013, 2014 online, and it basically shows the Julian's auctions of Michael Bush's clothing. If you don't know who he is, Michael Bush is the costume designer of Michael Jackson, and that he's been auctioning off these clothes at a Julian's auction. What I've actually recently read is that some of the clothes are actually reproductions of the original costumes, and some of the autographs are actually fake.
The images are fairly large on my screen.
That's Roger Epperson, considered by some to be the world's best authenticator of Michael Jackson's signatures. He authenticates for some of the nation's biggest auction houses and sells memorabilia himself.
On my computer screen side by side.
We asked him to give us his expert opinion on 50 of the nearly 300 autographs in the Julian's auction.
Of the 50, I don't think any of them were real that I saw.
On his computer, Epperson put what he says is a real Jackson signature alongside signatures from the auctioned items.
The shapes are wrong, the slants are wrong, the size is wrong, everything about them's wrong.
Like the autograph on that jacket bought by dentist Joseph Goodman.
The slant of the M in Michael. This one tends to lean towards the right this way, where a Michael Jackson, a real one, leans more to the left.
Also suspicious to him, the N in Jackson.
And it's looped and it almost looks like a small E, where it really should come to an arch and to a point. There's a 0% chance that that's an authentic signature of Michael Jackson.
Which is a bit of a concern because Julian auctions, they have a great reputation of having authentic clothing as well as just having authentic memorabilia signed by celebrities. So that's a bit of a red flag. However, someone just told me that like 2 days ago, so I'm a bit shook. However, let's just put that with a grain of salt and let's review Michael Jackson's actual clothing. This is a live reaction of what's going to be on my screen versus my reaction on the camera. So let's get into it. So this is what the front page looks like. Julian's Auctions, the collection of Tompkins and Bush, Michael Jackson in 2012. That's really cool. Yeah, that's the starting jacket for the Bad World Tour. It's really cool. I actually haven't seen this in person, but I've seen many pictures of it as well as replicas of it on online stores. All right, so that's cool. That's the history teaser. Another Bad World Tour. That's the times at which the auctions were. We've got a signed costume sketch, which looks like Jam. That looks like the Dangerous World Tour Jam Super Bowl jacket. And we've also got some signed CDs. And all right, so we've already started. We're actually in the Jackson 5 era. We've got some belts, got some cool studded belts there. Look, I'm not really a fan of the Jackson 5 era, so to speak. I do like their songs, but what they wore during this period, it's very 70s and looks very dated. I mean, look, I wouldn't be wearing that. But yeah, I reckon it just fits for the Jacksons. I like it when it was in like that Destiny and Triumph era. Those are really cool costumes in which it looks way better than the early Jackson 5 costumes. Not a fan of yellow. It's a good shirt though. I like how it's in here. There's a lot of crystals on the collar. However, yellow's not my thing, especially the ones here. That's also not my thing either. We've got Janet Jackson costumes as well. And Michael, I'm not a fan of the eagle wings, so to speak. They're not really my style. Yeah, yeah, okay, they're okay, but yeah, I'm not a fan of like the flames as well as it's very set. It's almost like Flash Gordon costumes. I'm not a fan of the baby blue. However, look, they're very dated. Green, not really my color either, but I do like this tux that a young Michael Jackson is wearing. Now these are cool. These are cool tuxedo shirts. What I meant, white synthetic blend, button front shirts with front tuxedo style. Those are really cool shirts. There's even like a J5 encrusted belt. That's cool. Also like the trousers. You can see that from early age, the trousers had that awesome sequin stripe on the side. Then again with the green, not a fan of the green. Now these are cool. They're kind of like military-esque jackets. They kind of remind me of the Beatles and Sgt. Pepper's. Once again, tuxedo shirts, not a fan of the yellow, but these are kind of funky designs. Some of them are pretty basic, such as the black one. Hey, I actually got that cassette. I think my friend gave me the CD version of it and I actually got it on my laptop. Now this is what Michael Jackson wore in the Oscar performance of Ben, I don't like it. It kind of looks like a dress, almost like a tunic. And, you know, it's not really my style. All right, now we're getting into kind of like the Wiz era. We've got a studded belt, which that's pretty awesome. Got some signed memorabilia as well. Now, apparently that these autographs that are actually signed, some of them are genuine, but most of them, I think they're actually fake. I've looked at this forum where they actually decipher. This is almost like it's true crime investigations where they actually decipher Michael Jackson's autographs and they see whether like it loops on the E and A and O kind of thing. Jumpsuit, that champagne colored, now that's a really cool jumpsuit. Kind of looks like the Thriller jacket as well. I like the peacock at the back of it. Now this is cool. This is like the Destiny era where it looks way much more better than the Jackson 5 era. You know, these costumes got character, they've got more bling. It's beginning to look like the iconic MJ stuff that he's going to wear later in his career. I've actually seen that Jackson's bomber jacket on the on some MJ memorabilia trading sites. They are really expensive, and you can also find them on eBay as well as sites called Grailed. All right, these are cool. These are gold rimmed Victory sunglasses. So he wore gold medal Ray-Ban aviator style sunglasses. I've seen that shirt, I think, in person. I went to a Michael Jackson museum in Macau called MJ.16, and there I saw a small collection of MJ artifacts there. Now we're moving on to the Captain EO era, or bad era, so to speak. So we've got a signed Captain EO shirt, and you can actually get a replica of this shirt in the link in the description below. All right, this is cool. So this is what he actually wore in the Captain EO video. So it's actually a long skivvy shirt, and wow, the rainbow is actually bigger than I anticipated. Like the replica shirt that I wore, it's only just a small little rainbow in the center. But looking at the shirt, it's the whole shebang. Here we got some pants, we got a signed fuzzball plush toy, fedora hat that says Michael Jackson in the inside. And I think that's where all the replica sites have got inspiration by printing Michael Jackson in the middle. Got some more sunglasses. We've got some loafers. Now, the thing about these loafers is MJ, yes, he did wear Florishams and Baswegians and Sebago, but he also wore some Cole Haan loafers, as it even says, a pair of black leather loafers by Cole Haan. So although he did use Florishams for the most part, he actually experimented with different penny loafer models. Now this is cool. We've got a MJ fantasy glove made by Bill Whitten. Bill Whitten made the early prototypes of the glove, and this was one of them. We've got some more signed memorabilia. We've got some stuff from the ET book, signed albums, signed dolls, yeah, more signed stuff. We've got a Thriller promotional jacket. We've also got a replica jacket from the J Park collection. Now, J Park was actually popular in the 80s making MJ style jackets such as the Thriller jacket, the Beta jacket, the Pepsi jacket, as well as, I think that's about it, to be honest. Got more signed memorabilia. Yep, the Beta jacket as per mentioned. Got Wayfarer glasses, so I think we're starting to get into the bad era. It's kind of weird how we went from Triumph to bad, back to Thriller, now we're back to bad. But yeah, these are really cool. He's got a custom varsity sweater jacket, as well as some custom knits. Now this is the part of the book where it's actually starting to become more jackets and more clothing rather than memorabilia. Pink suit's really cool. Red linen suit, red's my favorite color, so I'm a simp for red colors. And this is the first major jacket. We got the Michael Jackson White House jacket. Looks really cool. Looks like what he wore also in the 1995 VMAs. I think Lady Gaga actually wore one of these jackets in one of those rallies in which she made a speech. And yeah, I think that this was actually one of 2 jackets that were made that were given that Lady Gaga bought. So this is what MJ was wearing. We've got more signed memorabilia. Now this is the cool jacket. This is the We Are the World rehearsal jacket. And there's a video of Michael Bush explaining that now this jacket was part of the writing process of We Are the World with Lionel Richie. I think he literally says that there's a picture of him on the floor. And this is the picture, as well as this is the jacket. It's really cool. It's like a military double-breasted coat. And I like how it has the J brooch on the right-hand side. Signed telephone hat, as well as a little signed fedora with a little brush. These are really cool because these are actually what the crew wore on the Bad tour in 1988. So we've got a jumpsuit, we've got some bomber jackets. It's really cool actually. More Bad World Tour merchandise that has been signed by MJ. Oh, that's funky, like a signed shirt. Looks like a Hawaiian shirt with the toe stands on the sleeves. That's really cool. This is the Bad Tour costume. So I've noticed that in other Bad Tour costumes, they actually have the crotch piece like the Dangerous Tour costumes, but this is more like a bodysuit. So this is what MJ would have worn during the 1988 to 89 legs of the Bad World Tour. And you've also got this awesome Bad Tour belt with the pants. So I never knew the actual belt was that big. I've got a replica belt which is slightly smaller and it has gold studs instead of silver studs. We've got some more Wayfarer glasses. That's what he wore during the Bad Tour. Now these are funky belts. I don't think I've ever seen these belts before, but I imagine that they're pretty big on the waist. And that, oh, okay, this is one of the styles proposed to Jackson as option 2 for the Bad Tour. So that these belts were made for the Bad Tour, but I don't think MJ had used it on the tour. We've got a CTE military style jacket, and we've also got an early 1980s jacket. We're kind of era hopping. We're going from Bad back to Thriller, back to, oh, now we've got Dangerous now. Yeah, so we're just, I think this is just a collection, so to speak. It's not from chronological order, it's just basically whatever floats. We got some more Bad Tour signed things. We got this jacket saying Pioneer Man. I think this is what MJ would have worn on a casual basis. And we're starting to get some more costume sketches, which are really cool. It's kind of like a previs of what the costume is. Also from the video, Michael Bush actually explains the costume design process of him and MJ. You know, they would sit down, they'll have 2 pencils and an eraser. They'll basically draw details, erase it, and just chop and change until they actually got the right jacket. This is a really cool jacket. Signed and worn, it says unique, and it has this really cool M on top of a silver eagle. That's really cool. Now this is a MJ Bad Tour Thriller jacket. So this isn't the one that glows in the dark. However, it has those reflective white straps instead of where the black should be in the traditional Thriller video. So that's really cool. He wore that on the Asian leg of the 1987 and 1989 Bad World Tour. So I think he wore it on all of Japan as well as when he's traveling in the Oceania such as Australia. That's a really cool front-on picture of the jacket. Now this is the Bad Tour Magic Jumpsuit. I think he wore this in Working Day and Night. It's got some intricate belt buckling details. Oh yeah, that's him. And I think this is another variation of the jumpsuit that he wore for Working Day and Night. Wait, there's 3 variations actually. Look, see, because you got, that's really cool actually, the one with the red stripe reminds you of the Bad Tour pants. I've got more signed stuff. All right, so this is what he wore during Thriller, the first half of Thriller of the live performance in the Bad World Tour. I think this is also a replica of what he wore in the Thriller music video before he turned into the werewolf with his date with Ola Ray. All right, so we've got some more signed Bad Tour merchandising. All right, this is a MJ signed Pepsi jacket. So this is really cool because there's also a famous 80s brand called Metal that also made the Thriller Beat It and the Pepsi jackets. Now this is the Bad Tour jacket. This is probably detailed pictures of the garment close up. And we can see that there's a lot of buckles, a lot of zippers, and a lot of special officer police badges on the side. This kind of reminds me of the Thriller jacket with, you know, it's an angular V as well as it's an iconic jacket. And that's a picture of him performing One B Start Something. This is really cool because this is kind of focuses on Dirty Diana as a performance as well as a song. So we've got what he wore in the video, the gloves, as well as the shirt, as well as these pants. And I wish I had the balls to wear them every day on a casual basis, but I'm gonna get some strange looks. Got some more signed stuff, some more Bad Tour pants, as well as what he wore in the Pepsi commercial. The blazer that he wears, it's really cool. It's actually kind of like a hint of formal, but as well as a hint of street / punk. I've got some more Pepsi commercial pants and another variation of the jacket. So this is a really cool military costume from Burnham's and Nathan's Costumers of London in Savile Row. And this is really cool because he used this in a 1989 Vanity Fair article. And if you've ever been to Savile Row and if you've been to the tailors, they actually have this on display. This is a preview, so to speak, of an actual belt. So the process of how to make an MJ belt is they actually make it out of paper. They actually make the belt out of paper first to accustom to his measurements, and then they actually put a cast with the bezel in it. It's really cool because it's kind of like a mock-up of the belt before they actually create it. Because, you know, if you create a belt with the metals, it's a waste if, you know, if it doesn't tailor to the measurements. So this is paper models for the story belt. This is a photo shoot ensemble of him in Neverland, showing a Gap denim bottom front long sleeve shirt. So it's basically double denim, as well as he's got this awesome signed Peter Pan jacket. Got a Neverland Valley conductor hat, which is signed. I think these are all Neverland memorabilia that has been signed by MJ. Got glasses, got some signed molds, catalogs that are signed. Oh, these are cool. So these two jackets, these are actually used in the transitional period between bad and dangerous. Notice how they're still putting on the black buckles, but the leather is actually getting more patterned and more shinier. We got some cool corduroy pants as well that has a brooch on the crotch, as well as we still got that stripe. Now we're moving on to the LA Gear promotional shoots that he'd done with Liar Liar Pants for Hire. Alright, so this is sunglasses that actually are just sitting on his crotch. Yeah, and they're selling it, that's cool. And we've also got the denim pants that he wore. And this is the famous LA Gear photo shoot jacket with, it's basically a leather jacket with a red armband with bumper plates with people's names on it. So that's really cool. Got some more sketches and we've got more LA Gear apparel. Those are really cool. I really wish that I had one of those sneakers. Trying to look for one in my size, and looking at the shoes in general, they're really rare and they're like $500 per shoes, but hopefully it's one of my size and I'm yet to review it. We've got more miscellaneous stuff, more pants, more suits, more jackets. All right, this Michael Jackson purple suit jacket kind of reminds me of Prince or the Joker. For those who want to know what Michael Jackson smelled like, that is his signature bottle of fragrance that he would wear on a daily basis. Got some cool funky looking custom gold pants, and we got the iconic Academy Awards jacket that he wore with Madonna. We got the start of the gold pants, so he actually wore gold pants before the history era. Has MJ on the crotch button, and we've also got some custom MJ hardware made for Gucci. Now these Gucci custom hardware, they actually, if you've ever seen a horse bit loafer that Gucci sells, you have the horse bit on the top of the shoe, and this is really cool because it has the classic horse bit as well as it has the MJ logo in the center of it. These suits are really cool, especially in the gold, as well as in the hologram and iridescent Levi's denim jacket, as well as suits. You can see that we're obviously transitioning into the dangerous period, and the hologram jacket actually is the basis of the gem jacket in the 1992 legs. Those are really cool gold boots. Got iconic Smooth Criminal hat. Now these pants and shirts I've never seen MJ wear, but I'm sure that this is in his personal collection. I do like that red jacket, but I'm not a fan of that lime green. It looks really ugly. I know he had that yellow CTE shirt as well. I'm not a fan of the bright yellow or bright green. That's a really cool white blazer because it's actually got the CTE shirt Laurel in those wheats hexagon thingos as the armband. Knee-high black leather boots with side zip closure. Those are really cool metal stuff on the shins. We've got some more signed costume sketches. You can see that those are really cool. The one on the left is really cool. The one on the right, I think that looks like the Working Day and Night outfit from the Dangerous Tour. So signed mannequin, sewing machine. What's cool, it shows you the process of how they actually made the costumes. More sketches, more sewing machines. These are cool. So these are actually what the hardware used in the jacket. So we've got a police badge, we've got some costume parts, hooks and greaves. So they were used for the arm guards on the History World Tour now. We got the security and special officers that were used on the military jackets. That's really cool, the custom leather jacket. Doesn't look like leather, but it has like the bugle stripes. It's got the vermicelli bugle beading with colorful red, yellow, orange, and blue beaded flame embellishments. And we've got some more history badges. We've got some microphone packs, that's really cool. It's got some more gear. Now this is really cool. This is a signed crystal glove in progress. And in the book, The King of Style, Michael Bush actually teaches you how they actually made the glove. So what they do is they actually put a large white stretch fabric on one side to the other of the table, and they actually sew each crystal to MJ's glove measurement. So that's really cool. And this is what the final glove looks like. So we've got some more loafers. Now these are really cool custom shirts. I really like the red one. And you can actually see that MJ really liked the Florisham, especially the Florisham Como Imperials. You can see that if I just zoom in, it says the Como Imperial, and he looks like, oh, Bush, I want these kind of thing. So that's really cool. So he was a fan of Florishams. We've got some more trousers. Now this is the famous Stop the Filthy Tabloid press jacket, as well as we got some more photo shoot ensembles. The jacket on the left, the photo shoot jacket, actually Rodrigo Teaser, who is a famous Michael Jackson impersonator, his backup dancers actually wears these in the Jackson 5 medley. Got some more intricate stuff such as the Sony commercial pants, and we are actually delving into the Dangerous World tour because these are the actual prototypes of what is yet to come. So this is a fencing jacket, and we've also got another fencing jacket. So one in white, one in black, some Dangerous Tour memorabilia, more Dangerous Tour memorabilia, as well as we've got a sign and worn hat that Lavelle Smith Jr. wore. And that's a picture of Michael Jackson performing bad using that hat, which we don't have video footage, unfortunately. Got some sunglasses. This is a really cool Dangerous belt, but unfortunately it was not used in the tour. Got that V8 jacket. My order is through. I'm going to be reviewing the V8 jacket soon. My favorite jacket, the Dangerous Tour jacket. That's really cool because actually the zipper, if you read the description, the zipper actually isn't a real zip. It's actually just Velcroed on. And the belts are actually, sometimes they're molded plastic instead of actually using brass. Yeah, as you can see, it says additionally adorned with molded plastic belt in the style of ammunition, because if you actually travel with ammunition through customs, they're going to give you such a weird look. That's cool. More Dangerous Tour sunglasses. Now these were the actual prototypes of the Dangerous World Tour in terms of the color. We've got colors of neon green, which I hate, red, that's cool, pink, orange, and white. More sunglasses, we've got a bandolier, as well as we got the real Dangerous Tour costume right here. Come to think about it, I do own a lot of Michael Jackson costumes, like good replicas of them. That's what Jennifer Batten wore. More costume sketches, and we've got the Dayglow Dangerous Tour Thriller jacket, which actually glows in the dark. Got some more Dangerous Tour robes, more jackets and more kimono robes, as well as some more costume sketches. More costume sketches. Oh, these are cool. The Remember the Time. These are cool. Remember the Time video worn costumes. So fun fact, Remember the Time was actually rehearsed for the Dangerous World Tour, but they were cut due to time constraints as well as wardrobe malfunctions, according to one of the Dangerous Tour backup dancers. However, this was actually performed live in the 1993 Soul Train Awards. Here are some more Remember the Time costumes, as well as we got the sea bass skin Dangerous Tour beater jacket. Making it out of sea bass is pretty rare, as well as just encrusting Swarovski crystals on the shoulders of it. We've also got more Dangerous World Tour stuff, more cool pants. Cool, yeah, we've got the Super Bowl belt here. This is way much more different than the belt we just saw. We got the Smile costumes from the Smile photo shoot of the album. Yeah, these are really cool actually. Toy drum kit. I've actually seen that Signed History Tour jacket. I made an Instagram post where my friend, he took me to a pawn shop. Not that dirty porn, I see you. But yeah, they had this display of the Signed History Tour jacket, and they had a display of the History Tour jacket, but that was $300, so that's crazy. But yeah, it was really cool seeing that jacket in the flesh. And we've got the History Tour film jacket. It's pretty bedazzled in like studs, it's crazy. We've got some shin pads. Now we've got some prototypes of the chrome sunglasses that he wore. So originally it was going to be gold, but then it turned into silver chrome, which I think that was a really good decision, because if it looked gold, it'll look a bit tacky. We got stuff from the history film. We've got stuff from the history short film. Black or white shirt that looks like the Dirty Diana shirt. We've got the shin pads. That's cool. Some more memorabilia. Ghost costumes, they're really cool. I'm not a fan of the cobwebs, but they're appropriate for that music video. Scream. I'm not a huge fan of the visor. Really not it. Now this is cool. We've got the Scream shirt with the 7 on it, as well as the actual Scream costume that he has worn. It's really cool. And the shoes, they're called PCs because they were shown in the paddle court scene of the Scream music video. That's a cool custom jacket. Is that Lisa Marie? Yeah, it is. I'm not a fan of the big coins that are embellished in the jacket though, as well as the pull tabs kind of thing. Really not my style. I do like the blue jacket though, that's really cool. Got more stuff. We got the Beat It History Tour jacket. It's made of red neoprene, and I think one of the actual zippers are busted. More memorabilia. That is the History Tour helmet that he actually wore in the beginning of Scream, as well as we've got the molded plastic prototype for the History Tour armor. Yep, and those are the famous gold pants as well as History Tour costume, and just a multitude of sunglasses. I like that jacket, it's really cool. More sunglasses, as well as we got the 30th anniversary helmet More Florisham shoes as well as armbands. And we've also got these sunglasses. I'm not a fan of these sunglasses. They're very early 2000s. I'm more of a fan of the oversized aviators. Glasses, a mug, the iridescent shirts that I like to keep on harping on about, what he wore in This Is It as well as in this photo shoot. We've got stuff from childhood. Yeah, that's from childhood. The denim overalls and stuff. More signed stuff, more generic jackets. That's a cool photo shoot jacket. What more can I give jacket, I think? No, that's not for sale. It's just a photograph. Cool. The flags that he actually used in the Man in the Mirror performance for What More Can I Give? Funny enough, we've got audio and we've got professional photographs, but we don't have Man in the Mirror footage of that. I know there's What More Can I Give footage, but there's no Man in the Mirror, which is kind of weird. The lime green CTE shirt, not really a fan to be honest. White CTE shirt. That's a cool shirt actually. The white silk crepe shirts. That's cool. Does have the CTE epaulets as well as that looks like the CTE shirt on top, but just without the epaulets, which is really cool. And I think that's the end of the book. So that's basically my review of the Michael Bush costumes for Michael Jackson. The time is almost 12 a.m. when I'm recording this video, hence I'm a bit sleepy, but those are my thoughts on Michael Jackson's costumes. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, you can buy replica clothing of these jackets that are shown, linked in the description below from Trident Store. If you use the offer code Huynh20, you can get 20% off your first purchase. Hope you enjoy, like, and subscribe. I'm gonna head off to bed now, but catch you in the next video.